Hi, my name is Jake Kurth with Leeds Forensic Systems. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to get comfortable on your comparison scope. It's one of those things that will improve quality of life when you're on your comparison scope, and we've intentionally built in a lot of features on our comparison scope specifically to allow you to be comfortable. First thing I'm going to talk about is the centration of your stages. First thing I'm going to do is make sure that my sample is centered in both fields of view, so that way I have a nice relaxed pose between the two and I have my full range of travel. So in this case, I'm a little bit off center. So what I'm going to do is actually set my stage. It's got a scale on the bottom. While it goes up to 60, it really only has 50 millimeters of travel. So when I set it at 25, when I loosen this whole stage assembly with my focus positioning unit, I can now actually slide it to bring it more or less in the center of the field of view. At this point, then I can tighten it. Now I'm going to get my full range of travel in both directions. I'm going to do the same thing for this side, except that the scale is on the opposite side. So let's just set that at 25. I'm going to loosen, slide it, and tighten. Now both sides of the microscope are centered, so I don't really have a wide stance on my microscope. Now I'm going to set some things up so it's more comfortable for me for use. First thing I'm going to do is bring my focus unit all the way down, and then back it off a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Bring it all the way down, back it off a little bit. This allows me so I have play going down of my focus as well as up, but it sets the focus unit very close to the table so I can take advantage of this hand rest that we put in, so I don't have my arms high up on my microscope. Next thing I'm going to do is adjust my table height. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up a little bit so my knees aren't knocking into the table. And really what you're going to find is, instead of finding the perfect position, it's really useful to find a couple of positions that you're comfortable working in, so you can move between them as you're on the microscope. It allows you to break up your day. So now that my table's up for a higher, more comfortable position, I'm going to go ahead and bring the image into focus. I could do it here, but because I've set the height of my focus here, I'm instead going to bring the image into focus using my column adjustment. So let's go ahead and using the diopter numbers that I recorded earlier, I'm going to set it up again so it's comfortable for me for long durations of time. Set it up -1. Bring my sample in. Okay. And now I can adjust the binocular so again it's a more relaxed, comfortable position. So again, if over time I was using it and I wanted a different position, I could raise my column up and bring my focus unit up to just kind of break it up. Or if I were a taller person and was more concerned about my height, I could actually just increase my focus positioner up, bring my column up, so my binoculars are more or less level. But there's a lot of different options you can do there. In this case, I'm going to bring my binocular or my column back down, make my focus, and so now I'm at a really good working position. I don't have a very wide stance on my comparison scope. I can do very small hand movements to control my stages, and I can always use the table as a mechanical rest as I work for long durations of time. I've got my diopter set, and I've got my column height more or less correct for my own personal torso height. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful, highlighting some of the areas that we've designed to allow you to get comfortable on the scope. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us. I'm Jake Kurth with Leeds.